Happy first birthday to the PlayStation 5. Can you believe that it has already been one entire year? That absolutely blows my mind. Where does time go? I don't even know. It's crazy. Welcome back, my friends, to another video here on the channel. Today, I wanted to take a look back at the first year of PlayStation 5, look forward to what's beyond, and just kind of my thoughts and, yeah, I guess my one-year review, you could say. We did this with the Xbox Series X and Series S. If you guys missed that video, go check that out on the channel. That was a couple days ago. Today, at the time of you seeing this video, it is the first year. It is 1 year of PlayStation 5. I know a lot of people are still having a hard time picking one up. Obviously, there's been issues with the state of the world right now that's also factoring in. And there's a lot of demand, right? The PlayStation 4 was one of the best-selling consoles of all time. There's a lot of demand for the PlayStation 5, as you would assume. So let me know if you guys have been able to pick one up. And how long did it take you to pick one up? Did you get one at launch? Did you get one, maybe just recently, somewhere in the middle? Or have you still not been able to snag one? I hope you guys have been able to get one, because 1 year already into it, that's a long time to be waiting for new consoles. So anyways, if you do enjoy this video, definitely drop a like. It helps out the channel. If you don't like it, that's fine. Dislike it or whatever. And if you want to stick around for more content, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell. So let's take a look. Let's go over to the PlayStation 5 here, because I want to look at the games and I want to look at the UI and I want to talk about things. So one of the things I liked about the PlayStation 5, first off, was of course the UI, right? We did a whole UI walkthrough here on the channel. We did a bunch of different stuff on the channel at the launch, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of games, which we're going to talk about. We're going to go to the library in a second. But I like the UI. It's really sleek. The only thing that I'm really upset about 1 year in that we still don't have is basically themes. So, I mean, if you hover over a game, you get basically the game's, theme in the background. But what if you just want a custom theme across the board? I still miss my Final Fantasy VII Remake Tifa theme on PS4. That was the greatest theme of all time, man. I love it. I love it, and I miss it so much. But is it a big deal? No, not necessarily. I do like the UI and how sleek it is. We got the PlayStation Store that you just literally hover over it, you drop down, and boom, I'm in the PlayStation Store. Boom, just like that. It's crazy. It's super intuitive, and I like that. So not a lot has changed. We got a pretty big update recently, which I'm not going through that update in this video. We already went through that. We're looking back and looking forward, but that update added a bunch of quality of life improvements, and they're continuing to do so. Obviously, now you can use actual expandable storage, right, by getting an NVMe hard drive and all that good stuff. So PlayStation 5 has been my main console, my main platform to play on in this past year, and I've been having a lot of fun. So let's go look at some of the games that we've played. Okay, so we got our collection, and we're gonna check our collection in most recent, right? So you can see that I've obviously been playing a lot of third-party games as well, which we're gonna skim through that. We're gonna touch on it real quick, but obviously the most recent Vanguard, Far Cry 6. I reinstalled Apex Legends, which they still don't have a PS5 version for, interestingly enough. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1+2, which we will get back to. I had a few of you guys ask me, hey man, when are you gonna do more Tony Hawk Pro Skater videos? We're going to get back to it soon, but they got a PS5 update for that, which was really nice and whatnot. Obviously, Fortnite was one of the first things we covered here. When the new consoles came out, I did a bunch of videos looking at some of the different games, and how they looked and ran on the PS5. Fortnite was the first one we did for that, and whether you hate Fortnite or love Fortnite, the game looks pretty good on PS5, you gotta admit, and all that good stuff. So besides that, Destiny 2, man, if you guys have been around the channel for a long time, I'm a huge Destiny fan. I was so glad to be able to play Destiny 2 finally in 60 FPS. I hadn't done it on PC because I like console better, and my PC is not the greatest. I gotta upgrade my GPU, so that was really nice. Battlefield 2042 is just around the corner, right? Obviously, that's multi-platform. A lot of these are multi-platform, but we got Kena Bridge of Spirits, and Kena Bridge of Spirits was a lot of fun. That was a great game. It was an absolute joy, an absolute pleasure, and honestly, I don't know what else to really say about that. When we played through the game, I said nice things about it because it's a really nice game and whatnot. Now, okay, I know. Well, first off, Kingdom Hearts, no update, but it's just fun to go play on the PS5. I know. I've had people comment on my first 3 episodes, because I only did 3, and I can't believe it's been a year already since we did it. But Demon's Souls, I love this game. I really do. But I'm so bad, and it's so I just didn't know what I was doing, that I just had to quit because I didn't know what to do, and I didn't want to screw up, because it's one of those games that you can very easily mess up. And so I didn't really know what to do. So maybe we'll get back to that at some point. Let me know if you guys want to see that. Ghost of Tsushima. All right. Ghost of Tsushima. Sorry, I have to do that. It's just my thing. I know it's kind of cringy, but whatever. Ghost of Tsushima finally got a PS5 update, and we got the brand new DLC, right? Iki Island or Iki Island or however you pronounce it. IKEA. No, it's not IKEA. It's definitely not IKEA. But we got Ghost of Tsushima with the DLC, and that was a lot of fun. Dude, this game is beautiful on the PS5. It is just stunning. I love it. It's great. And it's just, yeah, not really much more to say about that game. Final Fantasy VII Remake, they have the PS5 version finally with the new DLC, right? Integrated. We played through that here on the channel. Again, if you know me, if you've been around the channel, that was one of my favorite games when it came out, and it's just, dude, to be able to go back, play the DLC, beautiful visuals on the PS5 version, absolute pleasure. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I mean, again, if you know me, Insomniac Games, one of my favorite developers, right? And we're going to be talking about the upcoming stuff in a second, but Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart was such a good game. If you guys didn't pick it up, you need to pick it up. It is so good. It is, I don't know what else to say about that besides that. Obviously, you know, we went back and checked out some, you know, older games as well. You know, Last of Us Part 2, which doesn't technically have a full-blown PS5 update. I don't believe, just small quality of life stuff and whatnot. But besides that, I mean, I played It Takes Two, which by the way is a great game, but we're not talking about that. Then we go back all the way to like launch, right? And around launch time, we had Spider-Man Miles Morales. Like, dude, the launch of the PS5 was a dream. We had Spider-Man Miles Morales, which is an absolute blast. It's a short kind of game, right? Like about 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, depending how long it takes you to get through it. But it was like the nicest looking game, and it was like, it was so good. Again, Insomniac Games, killing it, absolutely killing it. So we had that we played through, which was really fun. We also had the Spider-Man, you know, I guess remastered. What was it called? Yeah, I was thinking it was remastered. So we had that. Still don't have GTA 5, you know, updated for the next gen consoles, but apparently it's around the corner, you know, sometime at some point. But yeah, Spider-Man, both of them. I replayed through Spider-Man, you know, 1, and obviously Miles Morales I played through twice because I wanted to get the Platinum Trophy, and it was just a lot of fun. So those are fun. And then there's some other games, you know, we checked out along the way. But going all the way back, we had Sackboy Big Adventure. So these are all launch games, which again, we played through all of them here on the channel, and they were just so much fun. They were just so much fun. I loved Sackboy Big Adventure. It's one of those feel-good games. If you love platformers, I'm a big Nintendo fan, so you know that kind of factors into me loving these kind of style of games too. I'm a sucker for those. So Sackboy Big Adventure was right up my alley. Maybe it's up yours too, maybe not, but it's definitely worth checking out if you love, you know, kind of fun, you know, feel-good platformers like that. It's just, that was a pleasure of a game. And then Astro's Playroom was another one, right? The PS5 launching with this, you know, every console comes with that. And don't sleep on that, by the way. If you have a PS5 and you haven't played Astro's Playroom yet, or if you are planning to get a PS5, make sure you play through it, because it's like a full-blown game that it's really fun, and it takes full control over the PS5 controller, the DualSense controller, which we're going to talk about in just a second here. And then, of course, Bug Snacks was like the first, you know, PlayStation Plus game as well. So those are some of the games that we just, you know, we kind of looked back on. A lot of fun, a lot of great times already in the first year, like packed. They're absolutely killing it. And that's just some of the highlights. I mean, there was a lot more, you know, if you include all the third-party stuff and all that. Of course, we have games to look forward to, right? So we have other games that are coming out in 2022. Some that were supposed to be out by now on the PS5, but they're not. They're going to be part of year 2, and that includes, well, actually some of them might be year 3, year 4, but Horizon Forbidden West is going to be year 2. Gran Turismo 7 is also going to be year 2, right? Those are some pretty big games. Gran Turismo 7 is looking absolutely huge. Same thing with Horizon Forbidden West. We got God of War Ragnarok, right? Obviously that we got recently more information about, which looks phenomenal as well. And then, of course, we have Final Fantasy 15, a third-party game, but I believe it's going to be PlayStation exclusive, at least at first. I assume just like Final Fantasy 7 Remake. So Final Fantasy 15, I'm really excited about. I love Final Fantasy. I love that universe. Love Kingdom Hearts. Love all that. So that's going to be exciting. And then going back to Insomniac, they recently announced Spider-Man 2, which is going to have some pretty cool kind of, you know, characters in it. I'm not going to spoil spoil it in case you missed the trailer, but let's just say that it's going to be pretty epic. Miles Morales and Peter Parker are teaming up basically, and it's going to be epic. And then they also announced they're working on a Wolverine. So those two games are probably more like year 3 for the PlayStation 5, maybe year 4. Not really sure, but I think they said 2023 for Spider-Man 2. And I don't know about Wolverine though. So some pretty big games, but all in all, I mean, we got a lot of great stuff to look forward to, and I'm really, really excited about the future. The last thing I'll end on is this controller. This controller is so freaking cool, man. Now, it's not the most comfortable to hold in your hand, I'll admit, right? It's kind of bulky and whatnot. At first, when I first held it, I'm like, man, this is a chunky controller, right? This is a chunky thing. And I was like, all right, it's gonna take some getting used to. I got used to it, right? It's okay now. I use it all the time, like almost every single day. But it's still not the most comfortable, but it's okay. It's comfortable enough, right? It's comfortable enough to get through it. I don't really get cramping or in my hands or anything like that. But what I really love is all the features they added into it, right? We got the adaptive triggers, right? So that there's like a mechanism that basically creates a tension in the trigger depending, right? So playing games like, for example, Call of Duty, right? It feels like you're shooting a gun. The right trigger actually feels like you have that pressure before the trigger breaks, and it pulls straight back. And then on the L2, it kind of more has the weight of aiming the gun as if you're trying to pull it up to your sight, right? Just for an example, all games utilize it differently. Some don't utilize that at all. And then, of course, we have the haptics inside as well and all that. So just a really, really great features, the microphone built in, just some really great features in this controller, the DualSense. And I really, really love this thing. It is so cool. And I've loved it since day one. And again, Astro's Playroom, perfect game to kind of, dive into to check that out. So that's PlayStation 5 year 1, my friends. I know that's a lot to take in, but I wanted to kind of just look back at what we have kind of in year 1, what's coming in year 2 and beyond, and just kind of my thoughts and overall impressions. Like I said, so far a great experience in year 1. They've really delivered, and I'm really looking forward to year 2 and beyond, and just all the other experiences they have to offer, because year 1's been pretty epic, man. Like I said, looking back at some of these games, I didn't realize necessarily until we started making this that, wow, we had some pretty crazy games. Even with the delays, we had some pretty good stuff in year 1. So, and year 2 is going to be even crazier. Next year, 2022 is going to be nuts for games. First party, third party, everything. So anyways, that's it for me. If you guys enjoyed the video, like I said, leave it a like. Definitely helps with the channel. If you didn't like it, dislike it, subscribe for more gaming content. And let me know what you guys think of the PS5 year 1 so far. Have you, like I said, have you gotten hands-on with it yet? Are you still trying to get one? If you're still trying to get one, I hope you get one soon. I wish you guys the best of luck. And let me know your thoughts and kind of your year 1 review and all that good stuff. Until then, my friends, until the next one, stay safe, stay well, and game on.